Hello, everybody, and welcome to day 2 of the Edge of Eternities Arena Open. If in this 4-match draft I can get to 3 wins or 4 wins, I will qualify for draft 2, where I'll be drafting for up to $2,000 of cash. So it's high stakes. I'm going full tryhard mode, and it's going to be awesome. So you won't want to miss it, and let's dive on in. Okie doke. Pack 1, pick 1. We have the Seriema, which is not my favorite rare. It's a little bit hard to get legendary creatures. It's okay if you do get legendary creatures, like if you have one to search up, but not my favorite. My lucky jersey has not yet engaged its full potential. Other than that, though, I really like Faller's Faithful. It plays super well with cards that don't mind dying, such as Beamsaw, Prospector, and like drawing 2 cards yourself is nice. Being able to finish off one of your opponent's creatures is nice. Being able to kill something your opponent has and then attack them to win the game is pretty nice. So I think Faller's Faithful is quite nice. Invasive Maneuvers is a great removal spell. And then Land Seeker, Bombard, and Banishing Light are really solid commons. Grove Strider is a big creature as well. I'm going to take the Faller's Faithful. I do like black a lot in this format. It's one of my favorite colors to end up in, and I don't mind starting off with a strong black uncommon. It's not one of those cards that you have to draft, though. It's like, okay, this card's solid, but it's not like game-breakingly Next pack, another kind of useless rare, but in other news, in commons, there is Focus Fire, which is quite strong. There is Self-Craft Mechan, which is quite strong. There's not a good black follow-up. I don't love Comet Crawler. The Weftstalker Ardent isn't my favorite card. I find that the ping damage, you'd rather just have like a sizable threat that can like attack for huge chunks of damage, because there is a little bit of life gain in the format. Interesting pickup already. There's Zookeeper Mechan is pretty good. Black Red is one of my favorite decks. I think it's between Zookeeper Mechan and Focus Fire and Self-Craft Mechan. Let's take the Self-Craft Mechan. See if we can get a blue-black control deck going. Beautiful. Now there is Cryogen Relic, which plays perfectly with Self-Craft Mechan. Really like that. I like blue-black a lot in this format. I think Mechan Navigator is also decent, but I think it's a little bit worse than Cryogen Relic, considering I already have a Self-Craft Mechan. But seeing 2 blue cards here is nice. We might not end up in black, though. There's an Ice Cave Crasher, hits like a truck. There is also another good white card with Reroute Systems, though I don't love blue-white. Melted Moxite, totally fine. Nebula Dragon, totally solid as well. Our rare, nothing to write home about, but Cryogen Relic is great. This is a card that's moved way up for me. I think at the beginning of the format, I might have taken the Mechan Navigator, but Spacecrafts have gone down for me, which makes this card worse, and Cryogen Relic has gone up for me, which makes this card worse by proxy. So, off to a solid start here. Ooh, nice. A Gigastorm Titan. So, while blue is flowing, we just want to be taking blue cards. It's not... Okay, I don't want to take it this click it too fast. Gigastorm Titan's really solid. You can just double spell with it on turn 4, get a giant creature into play. Getting a 4/4 into play at any stage of the game for a discount is pretty nice. I think that's a top solid card. There is also Biosynthetic Burst as a good option. Ilvoy Galeblade, I only like when I have cards like Gigastorm Titan to like use it with. Or Faller's Faithful is good with it as well. Broodstorm Elite can be solid. We're seeing a little bit of black, a little bit of white still. But as long as blue's flowing, we are going to be fairly happy about that. Especially because our first pick wasn't anything crazy to write home about. Okay, now there's an Invasive Maneuvers pick 5. I do think that's a great card, and we'll be happy taking that. There's also Radiant Strike, and another Galeblade. I don't like Galeblade, though, even though I have a Gigastorm Titan. It's not my favorite card. And then I don't like Unravel that much either. I haven't been that impressed. So, Invasive Maneuvers is the best card by a mile, followed by, I think, Radiant Strike. That's kind of how I view this pack. The draft is off to a solid start. We've got like a good amount of card draw. We got Gigastorm Titan. Gigastorm Titan plays well with cheap removal spells as well. Faller's Faithful can be okay, but like black has not seemed open. We haven't seen any of the good black commons. Okay, pick 6. Interesting pack. I think we just take Ice Cave Crasher. I think it's the best card in the pack. There is also Weftblade Enhancer, which is solid, and Swarm Color, which is solid. But I think this card just hits like a truck. Blue-green's a fine spot to end up in. You can even use blue-green as a place to splash red for things like this. Grove of the Burnwell is not my favorite land. Giving them life actually can make a difference. A lot of games come down to close-ish races. I think we'll just take the Crasher. We're blue with a smattering of another color. Ooh, and now there's Caveron Harrier. Pick 7. I think this is a great card. Artifacts can be a good little synergy place to end up. Caesarian Dirgecraft, not my favorite card. Nutrient Block can be good, especially when you have a card like Selfcraft Mechan. I do play Nutrient Blocks in those spots, but I don't like to prioritize it, and Caveron is still really, really good. Divert Disaster is one that I might have to test out. I haven't gotten to play with it yet, which is kind of funny because it's a common. It's not my favorite card, but I could see it being solid. Okay, now we can just take a blue card or Tenderfoot. We don't have any 2-drops yet. I really don't like the Ilvoy Operative. We've gotten a couple of late-ish red cards. Let's just take Tenderfoot. Tenderfoot's way better. You never know what you're going to open pack to, and I really don't want to have to put Ilvoy Operative into my deck. Okay, Beamsaw Wield. That's a little bit strange. Mental Modulation. Plays pretty decently with this guy. We could also just take Beamsaw. Let's just take Beamsaw. It's a solid card. We're just reading signals, seeing what's open. I don't mind Comet Crawler sometimes. Divert Disaster Wield. Maybe we'll have to play it if... I mean, we started off taking a lot of blue cards. We second picked this, third picked this, fourth picked this, and then blue kind of closed off a little bit. So we'll see how it ends up looking. Okay. Last pick Swarm Color. So maybe... I mean, it's weird to see a last pick black card. Pinnacle Emissary is a really good card. This card is super strong. And we were seeing some blue-red signals already with the late invasive maneuvers, the late Caveron Harrier. There's also a blue-white card. I mean, blue didn't necessarily seem the most open, but we didn't see any crazy good cards, and this would immediately propel itself to be the best card in our deck. We have a couple greens. I mean, we started with a black card, and then we didn't see any really great black cards. We have 2 really solid red cards that we picked up relatively late, though red's not going to be open from this direction, I don't think. Hopefully blue is, though. Man, this is interesting. I mean, I think we have to take this. This is such a powerful option for us. We have a few artifacts. This is going to be nuts for us. Cast artifacts. Artifacts have tap spend. It's only to cast artifact. So we can cast artifacts from the top. I don't think we want that. I think we'd rather have Cryogen Relic. This card has not been that impressive to me. It's like a solid card. We would take it. But we'd rather get a cheap enabler for all of our stuff. And we don't have that many artifacts right now. We have 4 artifacts. And it's a 5-drop versus a 2-drop. The synergy piece versus for like any self-craft mechans can be really good for us now. We could have taken some Mechan Shield Mates, I guess. But yeah, let's just say Cryogen Relic. Cryogen Relic plays well with Divert Disaster as well. Could still be blue-black splashing. Red. Alfariel's quite good. There's also Gravpack Monoist. Caveron Turbo Drone's not my favorite. We might wheel the Divert Disaster if we wanted it. Mechanizo is okay. Let's just take Alfariel. We'd give up on Pinnacle, but we could always potentially try to splash it. And we do have some other synergy pieces that go pretty decently with the Cryogen Relics. Now there is Cryo Shatter and Grav Kill. I think we just take Cryo Shatter. I think Grav Kill is totally solid, but considering we know we want to play blue already, and we're not sure on black, I think we have to go with the card that's guaranteed to make our deck. It also plays great with Gigastorm Titan. Okay, this is a great card to get. Mechan Assembler. We have a good number of artifacts. We're going to get even more. Happy to see this one. Gosh, this is such an intense draft. I'm feeling the jitters. Okay, we can cut those. Mechan Assembler's great top end. And then I do like Lost in Space. 1 copy especially always gets the job done. Don't love the Torpedo. Slag Drill Scrapper's fine. Terrabotanist is great, but I don't think we're playing green at this point. That's too far afield. But getting a Lost in Space is nice. Gotta take a deep breath. Calm and serene. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we only have 10 cards for our deck. This is going to be our 11th card for our blue-red deck. Let's make it happen. Nutrient block. I think it's going to be nice. Gives us another artifact for things like Pinnacle Emissary. There's another Lost in Space. There's also Ilvoy Operative. I don't like Ilvoy, though. Mechan. Lost in Space number 2. Let's just take the cheap Nutrient block. Playing one of these is going to be good in our deck. Plays great with Gigastorm Titan. Uthros Scanship. Totally solid option. I've been much more impressed with this card than I thought I would be. Mechanizoa, not my favorite card. I really don't like this one that much. Caveron's okay. Lost in Space number 2. That's why I didn't take the other one, because if I see another one of those in a pack, I will play 2, but I don't want to have to play it like that high priority. Nebula Dragon, totally solid option as well. Nice little top end card. Chrome Companion's fine. Also, let's just take the... Okay, now we get a Mechan Shieldmate. We're getting some good artifact stuff. Especially good for the sideboard. Divert Disaster Wield. It's really good with Cryogen Relic and like other things like that. Especially out of the sideboard. Mental Modulation or Chrome Companion. Let's just take... Let's take the blue card just so we don't pass a weird blue card late. And last pick blue card. So we're in okay shape now. Pack 3. I don't think we're playing black anymore, though this card is super messed up. Monoist is so good in artifacts. Between that and taking another Nebula Dragon. One, two, three, four. Let's take the Monoist. I mean, there's not a good card for me other than that. It's like Nebula Dragon number 2, which I don't even know if I really want the first one. The only good red card I have is the Pinnacle Emissary. I can give that up for good enough black cards. Okay, so I think now we will go into red. The Menon is really, really strong. The Dubious Delicacy is also super strong. And I have the Alfarial as well. Dubious Delicacy is awesome. Yep. Blue-red is going to be what we're putting our bets on. Another Mechan Assembler. Seeing some good black cards, but we have decided to commit to blue-red. Now we get a Tractor Beam. There's also Self-Craft Mechan. With 2 Cryogen Relics and a Nutrient block. I think we still take the Tractor Beam. We need the interaction. Another Cryogen Relic. Immediate regret on the Self-Craft, though not that much regret, honestly. Self-Craft is still a good card, but we're going to be fine. Beautiful. Oh, we needed that. We needed that. Orbital Plunge. Huge. We would have gotten some solid black cards this pack, but I think committing to red has been helpful. Orbital Plunge gets the job done. We never want Atomic Microsizer. I don't want 3 Divert Disasters either, but we don't have to play a 3. We already have plenty of playables. I don't really want to play Mental Modulation, though. Only 10 creatures right now. It's not great. We did bob and weave a little bit. We were bobbing and weaving. Oh, huge. Getting a Bombard is great here as our last card from this pack. If we could wheel the Self-Craft Mechan, that'd be awesome. That's not going to happen, though. But beautiful. We get another 3-drop. Our artifact count is at 11 right now. That's pretty good. Our last cuts will probably just be these Mechans. Okay, there's a Tiger. I guess we could play the Tiger if we need one. Endless Sands. Actually, we'll just take Endless Sands. Endless Sands is actually an okay card, I think. Late Virus Beetle. Mechan Shieldmate, sure. Okay. Well, I think I might play Endless Lands as an extra land, because this is a pretty powerful effect. And I have plenty of card draw. I'm going to cut Mental Modulations. And then I'm going to cut 1 Shieldmate, 1 Divert Disaster, the Ilvoy Galeblade, and I have good sideboard options. And 1 more Divert Disaster. Let's just play 1 in the main deck. Artifact count is at 12. I have 10 creatures here. This can also kind of be a creature. Oh, man, this is rough. Oh, man. It was tough. The Self-Craft Mechan pick was tricky. That versus, what did we take over it? Oh, yeah, Tractor Beam. My kill count spells are Orbital, Tractor Beam, Lost in Space. I didn't have the Bombard at the time. I did have the Invasive Maneuvers, and then I had a Cryo Shatter. Let's play 1 more Mechan Shieldmate. And 1 less island, I guess. Okay. Just give myself more things that can attack. Yeah, I think this is pretty solid. We have all these Cryogen Relics to draw us cards. We should be pretty good in good shape here. Okay, let's actually run it like this. Okay, this is going to be the deck. Excited to see how it does. Let's hope for the best. I'll see you in the games. Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the people who support my channel and my work at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. If you have been enjoying my videos and finding them helpful, and you'd like to support my mission to make draft accessible for everyone with my guides, gameplay, videos, and sheets, then Patreon is the best way to support my content and help me make more videos in the future that will help more players, including yourself, and many, many more. You also gain access to cool bonus content like my card-by-card tier list and format thoughts document, as well as other cool bonuses. Huge shout out to all of the patrons who support at the credits level. It makes a massive difference. And without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome to round 1. We'll play first. And we've got a keeper. The Mechan Shieldmate, the Endless Sands might do some work here. I wish I had another Cellcraft Mechan, that's for sure. Beam Saw, sure. I'm definitely going to just sacrifice the Mechan Shieldmate to the Self-Craft Mechan. That is pretty good for them. Great value. That's the 2-drop, 3-drop curve you want in day 2 of the Arena Open. doing some strong things of my own. And this land is going to do some work here. And I suspect they'll kill this mech in here. But if they... I mean, I don't have anything else to do. Gosh, the nerves. Okay. Okay, here we go. I suspect Mechan Assembler's dead, as I have suspected this whole time. If it's not, though... Mechanazoa, okay. Whenever another artifact you control enters. Sure. I'm at 10. I have 7 mana. I'm going to take a hit from this guy. I can't take a hit from that guy. So I'm going to take another hit from this guy. I can block this, though. I'll be at 5. And right now at 7 mana, I'm going to go up to 8 mana for next turn. Then I can Lost in Space this. And play a Self-Craft Mechan. This is not looking great. The Specimen Freighter was really good. Alfariel's really good, but I have this Nebula Dragon that can kill it. A Cryogen Relic would be a great draw here. Because then I could tap the Specimen Freighter, or keep it tapped. Okay. We're at 5. They've been getting some good mills done. Starbreach Whale just for surveilling. They're not warping it, I guess. They just had 5 mana. I thought they cast something this turn. I guess they cast Alfariel and then Starbreach Whale. Okay. So I have 5, 9 mana. And turn. Where I lost in space to Specimen Freighter. Yikes. Well, we're down a game against a tough opponent already. Gonna bring in my counter magic against their expensive top end cards. Shit, Shieldmate just doesn't seem like it does a ton. Oh man. Ugh. I could have done the. I mean, I was dead if they had the light jammer either way because it does an extra damage. Oh man, that was a tough loss. I needed to have a spell slightly sooner in my curve because I skipped a turn. I went like turn 3, do nothing, and that was devastating because they had a pretty good curve out. If I could have had a 3-drop, I would have been able to compete, I think. The Specimen Freighter was so good. Against the clunkiness of my draw where I just only had a 4-drop and a 5-drop in play. We'll play first. We'll keep this. We are on the beatdown now. Hilderblade, sure. So we attack. I think playing Cryogen Relic makes sense there because then we can do this on their 3-drop. And then we can or crack the Cryogen Relic and then play Self-Craft the next turn. Hopefully sack this Cryogen Relic to the Self-Craft. Definitely counter. I like diversifying my threats here. Alfarial, sure. We will definitely kill that. So we have a Bombard and Divert Disaster. It's going to be hard for us to lose this game, and this thing can swing in for an extra 2 next turn. Got the win. Game 3. Boom! We're back in the match. We are back in the match. I don't think I want Mech and Shield Mates in this matchup. I'm much more worried about other cards. Ugh. gosh. Cryogen Relic. That's a heck of a card, too. Maybe Endless Sands isn't what I want in this matchup either. Though it seems like a really good card in the late game. Oh, a second Self-Craft Mechan would have been so good. Tractor Beam is really good too, but oh my gosh. Tractor Beam has so many liabilities. Like, I'm always worried when I play the Tractor Beam, and like Self-Craft is like perfect with 3 cryogens. I don't know if I had all 3 cryogens when I had to make that pick, though. I think I might have had 2. And Self-Crafts do get worse in multiples. Okay, we're keeping this. Let's just chill out here. It's a really good sequence here. Then we get to play Relic and hold up either Sacrificing of Relic or Diverting Disaster. Getting the Gigastorm Titan down was huge there. That's going to be good, hopefully. The Gigastorm Titan was such a good draw in this game. That's brutal. I knew they had that card though. Maybe I wasn't supposed to keep in Cryo Shatter with that knowledge. Sure. So they have 5 cards in hand. Sure. I wish I had another board wipe for that thing. Okay. I'm going to protect against Virus Beetle. Alfariel, sure. They have another Steel Swarm. Interesting. Okay, they've gotten some really good value this game. All Fates Scroll, sure. Mech and Shield Mate, sure. No! What a... Oh my gosh, that's a horrific mill for me. Oh my gosh. That's horrifying. Oh my gosh. Those are my 4 best cards. 3, 6, I hate that. That's so bad for me. Mechanizoa, no! Sure, they're out of cards, though. I'm at 6. Not playing that land is going to maybe cost me. Mementos is going to put a counter on itself. Put another counter onto the Self-Craft. Gaining 3 life here is absolutely massive. That's where we hope they don't top deck like a crazy good removal spell. I never liked the All Fates scroll, but it's really annoying here, I'll tell you that much. This is such a good draw, the Nutrient block. I'll take that. I will buff up my Gigastorm first. And then I'll buff up my save 3, 4. And then on. Keep this guy tapped. They have a kill spell for this, plus I'll die. So keep this guy tapped. They have 3, 6. So they kill this guy then, and I take 3, 5, 6. They need to have an artifact and a kill spell. And they need to not block here. Yup. Keep Ilferial tapped. Yes, another Cryogen is huge. Okay. So I'm not at risk of dying right now, which is pretty good. Unless they have a specifically dubious delicacy. No, dubious delicacy doesn't keep me killing. Okay. +3, +1. Yikes. Going to 1 is too risky. Oh my gosh. Do they have Ilvoy Light Jammer? Oh, they don't, thank God. Okay. Oh, sorry for taking the Lord's name in vain there. Okay, we're definitely keeping that. Oh my gosh. I think we're going to win it. At least we're in good shape, too. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, we're going to add some more Divert Disasters. That card was way better than the 3-2. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. At least adding the second Divert Disaster over a Mechan. I really don't love the Mechan. Just play all 3, I guess. I think Mechan's probably better than Ilvoy Shieldmate, but I'm not even sure about that. Just having an extra artifact for all my synergies. Oh my gosh, the Nutrient Block clutchness. Let's go. Round 2 is coming up. See you there. Welcome to round 2. We will play first. Great hand, great hand. We're going to save this Nutrient Block for after we play Event on. I think. Actually, you know, we should probably just play this on turn 1 because we can then sacrifice it on turn 2. Much as I would like to save it for an extra counter, I just don't think that's prudent. Raging Ravine, okay. Especially because I still need to hit land drops to play this Mechan Assembler and stuff. Nice. They can kill this guy with invasive something. His Raging Ravine is kind of terrifying. Sure. Melt Strider's really good with Event on. Really good, actually. So Serene Voidborn, sure. Oh, they're missing land drops. This is where we strike. Maybe we should have buffed the Mechan Assembler. Because then if they kill it, it's a much better threat for them to kill anyway. They're playing Jund. Oh, that is the ticket. That is the ticket. So first of all, Mavenon's putting a counter on this guy. Getting another dude, putting a counter on this guy. Play land, play Gigastorm Titan. Combat. Boom! Boom! We're up a game. Oh, we're up a game. Oh, let's go. Okay, so they have Beam Solve, Caesarean Voidborn, and Raging Ravine. Raging Ravine is terrifying. I don't want the Mech and Shield Mate against their stuff, though. Let's bring in a Mental Modulation because it's good against the Raging Ravine. Up a game, up a game, up a game. Momenon is messed up, especially with Mechan Assembler. Oh my gosh. Just takes over. They don't even know I have Divert Disasters. Okay, this is a keeper. Let's hope Endless Sands does some work, because a mountain would have been killer here. Yes! Oh, it's great when the luck comes at the time you need it most in the Arena Open. Let's go! Huge! We're definitely not going to pay because we want to Divert Disaster or something. Yep. I do think Endless Sands is good. Like, if they have a kill spell here, we get to save our guy, and then, like, eventually we'll get him back. Caveron Harrier is a perfect card for us here. Sure, we'll keep our guy around. We don't have any other threats right now. And we did just mess up the Endless Sands line. Boat out, sure. So they felt the pressure to do it then because of the Endless Sands. No one expects the third Divert Disaster. Yeah, that's not happening. We could have lost in Space It, but I don't really want to do that. Just submit 0 so we can draw a card. If we hit a land drop, it'd be good. Okay. Requiem Monolith. Let's see whether they put it on top or bottom. If they put it on the bottom, we'll keep a land. We have so many kill spells in hand. I suspect they have a kill spell here. It would make sense. Or they're just digging for a creature. No, they had a kill spell. Yep. Okay. Look at how Endless Sands is going to do now. Okay. And I can even exile it to keep it out for good. I guess I could have taken it, then played my land. That would have been way better. So I would have hit him for an extra point of damage. Definitely holding up my Endless Sands forever here. Okay. It'd be great to draw an artifact here. Gosh, missing out on the point of damage is going to make this one turn slower than it needs to be. Oh my gosh. That's brutal. That is indeed brutal. Oh, they're splashing? Orbital plunge, yep. Okay. They drew Requiem again. This could end badly. Then again, most of my creatures are pretty solid. This is horrifying. This is so horrifying. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you're kidding me. You are absolutely joking me. Oh my gosh. I've drawn 11 lands. Oh my gosh, it's going to lose me the game. It's going to lose me the game. Oh my gosh. But luckily they can't take too much damage. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. I'm going to lose. What has happened? Oh my gosh. This is the worst possible time for this to happen. I have all spells in my deck pretty much. Oh my gosh, I'm dead next turn. This is horrifying. Oh my god. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. This is the worst possible... 8, 12, 13. Just give me a Nebula Dragon. Win this for me, please. What have I done, magic gods? What have I done to you? I mean, at this point, they probably have a kill spell. Yes! We win anyway. Oh my god. We won! Yes! Ow! Oh my gosh, we drew 5 lands in a row. What the heck was that? Yes! We're in business. We're cooking. We were bound to draw a creature eventually. Their whole game plan was predicated on me never drawing another creature. I wasn't even dead next turn because it only becomes a 5/5. Are they just splashing Raging Reef? No, they're splashing Orbital Plunge too. Okay. Oh my gosh. Jeez Louise, that was criminal. The Endless Sands, though, saved me getting that Pinnacle Emissary back. Tractor Beam was really good too. We're 2-0. We need one more match win to make it to day 2, draft 2. I'll see you there. Welcome to round 3. We've got a great hand. We've got our combo. Mechan Assembler. Off to a fast start for the opponent, though. Drawing a land, not all bad. Red-black. Ooh, this could be a tough matchup. Especially because they're off to a fast start, and I have a very slow deck right now, and I haven't drawn any of my early interaction. Ugh. Yikes. Oh, that's a brutal one as well. I need to draw a 3-drop or a Divert Disaster or something. Spending turn 3 on a Cryogen Relic activation is the worst case scenario. Well, of course we are. I'm gonna have to discard to hand size, right? Because I'll go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect, I'll keep this guy tapped. Oh, I was supposed to wait for them to draw their card first. That's kind of bad. Yeah, I love that. That's really good. I messed this up, though. Oh, this is only non-tokens. It's only when you cast an artifact spell, actually. That's what it is. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yep, only justice did I lose this game where I just horrifically mistimed my Lost in Space. Could have stopped them from playing this for a whole nother turn, and then they wouldn't have drawn this. They actually probably would. They would have drawn it if they didn't exile any cards. I'll go to 3. Yeah, that's tough. I messed this game up. I could have lost anyway. Oh, I'm definitely dead now. Yep. My draws did somewhat suck, but I also messed up this one thing, and that cost me. I'm just going to sack this. I have to draw multiple good things. Well, that's certainly not going to do it. Yeah, if I could have dodged the vote out, though I think they had a removal spell for the Mechan Assembler anyway. Sure. We'll run it back. We're just going to wait a second before we submit. Cool off a little. I guess they exit the land first. So they would have drawn the land, and then they would have drawn the Territorial Bruntar before the vote out. That was awful. I literally just clicked the button at the wrong time. The reason I waited was so that they would draw their card, then I would put this on top. Instead, I just put it on their upkeep and lost myself the game. Because having... also, I didn't read this card again. I thought I was going to get an extra token. Because I would have rather made a 1/1 flyer token than a 2/2 robot token on the ground so that I could block the 2/1. And so I could have done this first and then played Mechan Assembler. My whole plan was play Mechan Assembler, play this thing, get a 1/1, have the 1/1 trigger this thing. But this is a cast trigger and this is an interest trigger. And I didn't bother double checking because I just assumed I knew how it worked, which was foolish. I don't know if I could have won that game regardless, but yeah, certainly a bummer. I would have been able to use my guy slightly differently. Oh my gosh, perfect. Perfect timing. Okay, we can keep this. We will get rid of... these two. This is where we go. Hope for the land so we can go land Nutrient Block Giga Titan. And then win the game with those. Mulling to 5 is terrible in this situation, obviously, though. We were close. We were close. Game 1 was close. Though they kind of had it all, to be fair. They had a lot of flyers, and I was just... It's funny. Game 1 I drew, couldn't draw an early play, and now I have all my early plays but no lands. Well, this isn't really an early play. It kind of is. I could have kept the Avert Disaster instead of the Pinnacle, but this seemed like the correct line. Oh my gosh. Perfect. I'm very happy. We've had some variance in these rounds. Yep. They just win the game. I can't interact with this. They're just drawing an extra card every turn. I almost could have just conceded there. Like if on turn 3 we could have played a Gigastorm Titan and then it started attacking them, they might have struggled to deal with it. I don't even know. Temporal Intervention is hilarious though. It's not even a good card. It's just good when your opponent doesn't cast a spell the entire game. Yep. Even if I hadn't mulliganed, even if I just kept this opening 7, which I would have still lost this game. Gosh, it's all going to come down. This entire draft going to come down to the fact that I lost in spaced on upkeep instead of draw step? That would be so horrific. It would be so bad if that's how I lost this entire draft. Because the wheels just come off. I mean, this card's super snowbally. I have no way of answering it. And I'm never gonna draw a third land, because lands are for people that make good plays, apparently. Yeah, sure. Let's just throw our Giga Storm Titan into the abyss here. I know I could have played this on turn 1 and then sacked it on turn 2 as well. Don't worry, folks. I knew about that. But it was one of those things where you're already on a mold of 5. You kind of have to try to get your Titan out there, and then you just accept that you're going to lose a lot of those games. Yeah, they've played a Bruntar, and I've played 1-2 spells. Sure, let's just scoop this one up. We can't possibly win. Ah, that's frustrating. Well, we have one more shot at it. See you in the next round. Welcome to the final round. I took a bit of a break. We're back, ready to go. We're going to keep this. The Uthros scan ship doing some major work here. If they don't have a kill spell for the Pinnacle Emissary on turn 3, we'll be able to go this into the scan ship. That's actually really good. We can go warp this into Giga Storm Titan on turn 3. Protect ourselves a little bit. They have depressurize. Oh, they're just playing on full control. That makes sense. Or they have a bounce spell. Let's just pressure them to the max. There's always room to play Uthros Scanship in the future when the board is stalled a little bit. That card certainly punishes that line. I was going to play Selfcraft next turn, but it's okay. Mechanizoa, sure. This lines up really well with this. Blade of the Swarm, sure. Let's gamble. Beautiful. We are in prime position to win this game now. Yep. Mechanizoa, we wanted to save our Orbital Plunge to deal with that one. If we draw a land, we can go Memenos into that. Remember, they have this thing to be potentially annoying. Okay, now this thing kills them next turn. Unless they gain 3 life. Do they have a board sweeper or something? If they have a board sweeper, we still win. So getting them to 3 was important. Chrome Companion, sure. Faller's Faithful, sure. Okay, I draw 2 cards, nice. Combat. I messed this up. I could have played Caveron Harrier and gotten a counter on it. Sure. So now my dragon's lethal, perfect. Boom! We're 1 game away from draft 2. Okay, so knowing they have Dubious Delicacy, they're also playing this Chrome Companion, which means things didn't go perfectly. They've got some jank in there. Against their deck, I think I do want the Gale Blade more than a Shield Mate, because a 3-1 it kills the 3-1 and the 2-1. And we'll play it like that. Okay, we're 1 game away. That was a pretty good draw from us. I mean, was it even? We had an Uthro Scanship. That card's pretty good. I've liked it. The Gigastorm Titan was good. We got that guy out there early. They didn't seem to have good interaction. They have the 3-1. Oh, man. Here we go. Dubious Delicacy is great, though. That's a good card. Perfect hand. Love this. Love it, love it, love it. Gigastorm Titan's going to do some work. Let's go, Gigastorm Titan! Boom, 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 boom. We're going to flash in the Gale Blade so it can start hitting in or even just block a Chrome Companion or whatever. That card does not frighten me at all. He says, only slightly ironically. Yeah, let's draw a card. Get this thing into play. Also, we can sack it if they don't play anything worth countering. Oh, and they're missing land drops now? I mean, you hate to see it to some degree from your opponent's perspective, but you also love to see it, especially after last round where I just got obliterated. I mean, I'd rather play 2 real games because I think my deck is probably better than most of my opponent's decks. And so, like, I'd rather have real games than ones that end in disaster. Sure, I'll trade the 1-1s. We'll hold these up, we'll hold this up, we'll hold this up. Because we can probably counter and then keep this guy tapped, which is pretty relevant. That is a way that could work. Sure. Kind of annoying. Good play by them. Draw a couple cards. I mean, I could lose this game for sure. We want to avoid using Cryo Shatter until we have to because of cards like Embrace Oblivion. Virus Beetle. I could have just discarded land, I guess. Maybe that was a mistake. Yeah, I should have just discarded a land. Having a counterspell here would have been way better. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me, though. It definitely seems like it might. Do they have a null? No, they do not, thank goodness. So I can just sack this. Draw another card. It's pretty reasonable. They have something big to resolve? They do. Well, we also have something big to resolve. Seems pretty good to me. I think they were trying to bait out my counterspell so they could do that. Sure. I think we've got this game in pretty good shape now. Oh my gosh, I forgot that I would trigger that with my void stuff. It's pretty good. Yep, I will take 2 poison. Gosh. Ooh, we're so close. I can taste the draft too. Our opponent got very unlucky this game. We're not letting him get into this game again. Are they dead on board? Yes! Oh, the sweet, sweet taste of victory. We took a second to reset. We messed up on the upkeep, though I think I was probably going to lose that game anyway based on how the draws developed, because I think they had a bombard in hand, or they probably did. Anyway, the sweet, sweet taste of victory. Oh my gosh, we bounced back, had a really unlucky game, and then our opponent got unlucky that game. That's how Magic works. You got to be able to take that time to like reset, calm yourself. And we're into draft 2. We're going to be drafting for some sweet, sweet cash. The draft itself was quite tricky. We played well, though, and we made it in. The Endless Sands honestly probably won me that one game by like giving me extra threat by protecting my Pinnacle Emissary for a turn. What a match. The Illvoid Galeblade sideboard tech ended up being pretty solid, I think. Overall, Divert Disaster, super impressive. Way better than I thought it would be. Mechan Assembler did some stuff. The Pinnacle Emissary was great. Memenon was great. I mean, this deck just has the Uthro Scanship was just like absolutely clutch. This deck has a couple of rares. We've got this guy, which is a pretty good one. And we've got the Endless Sands, which is like reasonable. And other than that, it's just commons and uncommons crushing folks with Giga Storm Titan. Oh, I'm so hyped. If you made it to the end of this video, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag clutch artifact because we had the clutchest of artifacts. all of them really, but Cryogen Relics are really clutch. And the Titan was really awesome. So you could also leave hashtag Giga Relic because, yeah, that's probably a better one because Giga Storm Titan and Cryogen Relic carried the team here. That's going to do it for this one, though. I'll see you in the second draft. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.